Hello, Anil. Welcome to the Authors Club. Thank you so much for being here. I've known you for quite some time now, and it's a great pleasure knowing you. And you've been a great inspiration in the field of speed reading. I have kind of heard a lot of concepts around it with you, so it was great connecting. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Leena. It's a great pleasure for me, and thank you very much for getting me an opportunity to come to this Others Club for an interview.
My
It's
pleasure.
my pleasure. Yeah,
Thank you. So, I do have some questions because I know you've written this book called How to Read 100 plus books
yes,
in a Year, right?
yes,
It's such an amazing name and concept as well, because right now we all, a lot of people around the world, all of us are just running behind knowledge. And it's like a race at the moment, right? Like everyone has to learn something or the other every day. And every single day is a learning for everyone in life at the moment. It's like 100x right now
yeah. True,
than
true,
it
true.
used to be earlier.
Yeah,
So it's an amazing concept and I love it. And I have some questions related to the same thing. What is your motivation behind writing this book?
yeah. As you rightly said, like this era is of information overloading. We get so
Yeah.
much of content all over, and we have only very small time in this planet to learn. I think people are very curious about gaining more knowledge. Knowledge is the power, we know. So
Yeah.
even I was a very like very slow reader, and I used to read maximum 5 books in a year, uh, until 2 3 years back. But of late, I I got this habit of reading. The reason behind that was primarily I was selected as the library committee mentor for my organization. So
Wow.
that time I have to motivate people to read more. And then I was feeling guilty that I am not reading much. Then I started reading and started taking reading seriously. And then I started ordering books continuously. Then I realized I am not able to read as much as I wish. When I explore into my own field, then I saw that so many great books are there to be read. Then I started exploring, and
Absolutely.
then I started slowly getting into the reading habit. That's the way I started my reading journey. And
Great. That's so awesome.
yeah, and from there I was like trying to speed up to read more, but I realized after some stage I am not able to speed up much. The moment I am trying to speed, I'm losing the understanding. And then I thought, okay, oh, this is the maximum I could read. Okay, this is the speed I can read. I don't need to go further. I cannot do much anything beyond. Then I was like settled in that speed and efficiency, and I was going that way. But the things change. Things change when I met a person. His name is Shiva. I met him in an NLP training where he was reading one book and we were talking. I was reading the same book at that time, so we became very good friends. And shared his story about reading, where he told he's reading one book every day. So that was
Wow.
that was unbelievable for me. How come somebody I was taking at least 2 weeks to read one book, and how come
Yeah.
one book every day? And then he taught me some techniques what he is using. So that
Wow.
has given a massive transformation in me. And I started taking that reading more seriously and exploring and practicing the techniques he taught. And then I started learning more and more by investing on it. I got so much passionate about reading more, and within 1 year I was able to read 100 plus books. That was
Wow.
that was my transformation. Then I realized, see, I was a person with a very minimal reading speed, and not much motivated to read. If I can get transformed in a very short span of time, anybody can read as per their wish. Anybody can read much more than what they are currently doing. That's very much possible, because I'm a very average person coming from a very common background.
Great. Yeah. I think I also would love to explore that possibility of reading 100 books in a year. So beautiful. Thank you so much. And I want to know from you, like when you read fast, do you think people will naturally be able to focus on it, or what is it like? Like, are you able to understand things in your mind, or?
Yeah, I think that is there are some misconceptions or myths about speed reading. I think this is one of the very common. Like when you increase the speed, will you lose the focus? But the reality is the other way. When you actually increase the speed in doing any activity, it's not only about reading. Think about driving. I could compare reading with driving. When you go fast, do you think you will lose focus? No, you will be more focused when you drive faster. When you go
Yeah.
slowly, you will have so much time in your mind to think about all other things, and your mind will start wandering. But the moment you
Yeah.
go fast, you don't get time to deviate from your focus. It's actually the reverse.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, glad to know about it.
Yeah.
I think I also should bring a lot of rigor around me with these things. That's so awesome. Okay, and you also shared that people can read in 3 weeks.
Yeah, so people can definitely double their reading speed, like double
Oh,
their reading speed in 3 weeks. That's like it's a
oh,
proven thing.
double the reading speed in
Yeah,
three
it's
weeks.
a proven thing. We can what we do is like it's all about the way we learned. We have been in that mood, like okay, this is my speed, this is what I learned so far, I cannot change. That is the belief system.
Yeah.
Our belief system is that this is what I have been taught, this is as I have been doing for a long time, I cannot improve. But the reality is totally different. There is some proper techniques to come out of that belief first, and then there is a technique to train our mind. And it's a game of our brain and eyes. Our brain is capable of processing humongous amount of data, processing and storing. Same way,
Oh,
our
yeah.
eyes is able to see so much, even though when we are looking at one object, actually we are seeing the entire thing in front of us. Same way, when we are reading, when we are looking at a page, rather than even though you are looking at a single word, actually you are seeing much more than what you are looking. It's only about how much you are able to focus beyond words. That is the core of it. So it's
Wow.
very easily possible. You think about, you double your speed, you are going to save 50% of your time, right? Think about, you are reading
Wow, that's
taking
amazing.
yeah 5 hours to read a book, and if you are able to read 2.5 hours, either you can read 2 books or you can save half of your time, right? It's a, I feel it's a
I
must
know,
have
I would
skill.
love to do that.
Yeah. Yes, it is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And does it help all types of reading? Like school kids have their educational books, and we
Yeah.
have self-help books and all of that. Does it help all types of reading in the same way?
Yeah. That's a really wonderful question. Thank you for asking that. Yeah. No, the answer is no. It doesn't. See, it's as I mentioned, it is like driving. When you go to a highway, you can drive much faster, but that same techniques cannot be applied in on a ghat road or a village road. Same way, when you want to read something which requires so much of focus, especially technical stuff and all, only very some of the techniques we can apply, but we cannot get the maximum speed in such type of books. And also the students books, they where they need deep reading, where they need to understand the formula and by heart the formula, all those type of places, this may not work much effectively. This works really beautiful when we read non-fiction books, where your primary goal is to get the what is the core message of the book, and focus on getting what you really want to, because there we consider book as a tool. You want to learn something, you want to implement, you want to improve, that is your objective. So if that is
Yeah,
the objective, speed reading is something which can do a lot of magic in that.
lovely. Awesome. Thanks for sharing that. And what's your message to the readers of the world?
Yeah, the primary message I have is I would take the words from Tony Robbins. Your future is not decided by your past. In the past, if you were not reading faster, you were having the belief that okay, you cannot read faster. Reading faster, you will lose the comprehension and all. Throw away all that belief. That is not true. Your future can be changed if you are ready to take action, and if you are ready to explore into this speed reading. It's not only about reading. Even a simple example I can say, like you are all watching videos, you see so much of videos in YouTube and all. I don't know whether all of the people know the technique. Like if you, there is a technique called increasing the speed. The speed of the video can be increased. Just try that. Like increase the video to 1.5x or 2x. Watch for some time. You will realize that our brain is easily able to adapt and easily able to understand even at a 2x speed. The same thing is
Yeah.
applicable, yeah, when we do for book reading also. So it's easily possible skill. Just you need is a minimum training. That's what I was telling. Like in 3 weeks, if you work daily 20-30 minutes, you can easily double your reading speed and efficiency. No doubt about it.
Lovely.
Yeah, that's the
Awesome.
message I want to give to the world. Explore. This is really useful in this information overloading era. So much of information can be processed much.
Awesome. Awesome. Great. Glad to know about this. Thank you so much for sharing. And it was great having you here at the Authors Club platform. And yes, looking forward to staying connected in future. And I would love to know some speed reading techniques for myself as well.
Yeah. Thanks a ton, Leena, for this wonderful opportunity. I know others
My
is
pleasure.
doing lot of great things promoting others. I'm so glad for giving me this opportunity. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. My pleasure. Thanks. Take care.